on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense takes the field to start this game off. The RPO, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Crosses the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Marches ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart.
Touchdown, Husker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out, good field position, there's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more...
Makes the grab past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. On the move, it's Reeder. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Zings it complete to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. Third down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. He now has 63 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Covey. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Reeder. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Power football with the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He might want another play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The option look. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Rides the back and leaves him. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Final play of the quarter coming. That's reeled in. It's Covey. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right, and really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on 3rd down for this offense.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off play action. Now rolling to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back-to-back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did on this drive.
Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Vincent. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys. Makes moves. He's down to the 21. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He splits the upright. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And this one is perfect. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Direct snap. It's Martindale. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Makes the grab. It's Reeder. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. First down here for the offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep to the right. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab behind the line. It's Covey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Vincent. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He'll try to do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers look to do some damage in the red zone. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you...
There he goes! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Still running at the 40. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
42, Nebraska, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Oh, they're after him. Got his man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Vincent. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping. I think that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Covey. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Toss to the outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds him out of the backfield. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Vincent. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. Finds some fresh air. He's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Byrne. He's got it still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Going to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. We just got to do a better job finishing.
They'll run play action. Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cornhuskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Byrne. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Henderson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. It's caught. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 50, the 30, inside the 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Northwestern. And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To throw. It's Byrne. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Huskers are in the hurry-up.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Vick. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. And they'll get him down after a solid return. One more play to add the stats.
I understand being aggressive. I get that. Play callers in today's era are aggressive as they've ever been. But this
going for it all. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was